actually here.
I made it.
Yay! And we're actually reviewing My Bloody Banjo, which, first off, I didn't show you. This is actually autographed by the director and number 435 out of 1,000. Show it over here. So, before we start and give our thoughts, I do know Liam personally. He is a friend of mine. Vito Trigo, who plays Mr. Sawyer, is a friend of mine. Clay von Karlowitz is not, but Vito and Clay were both in Return to Nukem High, Volume 1, as was Liam. So I'm pretty sure Liam did Return to Nukem High, was working on this, and then took Clay and Vito to make this film.
Okay.
So with that out of the way, what did you think of My Bloody Banjo?
Probably one of my favorites.
Same.
Yeah. You just said like production value looked really high. The storyline like flowed really well. Edits, everything were there. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing I'll get into first, which I don't know if you noticed, the names of the characters. Henenlotter is the name of the town, named after Frank Henenlotter, who did Frankenhooker, Bad Biology, and a whole bunch of like splatter films. Brain Damage, people would get upset with me if I didn't say Brain Damage. The Sawyer house was Sawyer from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's the last name of them. One of the characters' last name is Toulon, which is amazing because that's the last name of the guy who created the puppets in Puppet Master.
Okay.
And that was, the bigger gentleman. Charlie? Was it Charlie? I can't remember his name. The bigger gentleman that was made fun of the whole time in this movie.
Oh, yeah. At the very beginning.
Yeah, at the very beginning, yeah.
With his mother.
Yep. So,
Clyde.
Clyde. It was Clyde. Clyde's last name was Toulon. The thing to keep in mind, this does deal with bullying.
Yes, lots of bullying. If you're triggered, don't watch it.
It does deal with, like, the best way after watching it I could describe it is a fucked up version of The Office mixed with Drop Dead Fred. Because it's, without giving too much away, there is kind of like an imaginary element to it that may or may not be accurate. So, that was kind of my take on it. I don't think I said whether I liked it. I did like it.
Yeah,
I don't think I said that.
It was great.
It was great. Liam shows promise. Refuse Films is his company. Absolutely love his first movie. His second movie, Eating Miss Campbell, is apparently a sequel to this. So, we will be getting to that.
We'll watch it next.
We'll watch it next. But before we get to it, the other thing I wanted to mention is just the set design. And some of the props and gore was hysterical because it went from, oh my god, this is like A-tier level, to you could tell that was
right.
like an effect, which I thought was kind of neat still.
I do appreciate that
in
Troma movies, effects look very much like
effects. Yeah. Now, there is one scene in it, and the reason it's called My Bloody Banjo, I need to warn you all about. Banjo is a British slang term for a torn frenulum. So, he at one point, the lead character, Peltzer Arbuckle, the lead character, at one point has a torn frenulum and has to sew it back together, and you do see it. In the deleted scenes, it's longer. The thing is I know how they did the effect. I'm pretty sure I know how they did the effect anyway. And even knowing that, it still bothered me because you see it, and in a first, that is technically the only nudity in this movie.
Really?
So it's a torn male penis, basically, that is being stitched together. Only nudity in the movie.
And really, it's not actual nudity.
Right, it's not actual nudity. Yeah, it's something else. But
you can tell.
Yeah.
But, very well done.
Yeah.
With everything.
The other thing, keep in mind, it is more of a UK production, so everybody's going to have accents, except for Vito, except for Clay. Peltzer had an accent.
Oh,
sorry. Clay von Karlowitz. I can't remember who he played now. Crap, we just watched the movie, and I cannot remember his name. I just know him as Clay. Clay, and that's what I knew him as, because he was Clay. Basically, as weird as it sounds, he's playing the same type of character in Return to Nukem High, just like more of an asshole than he was in that. So, but yeah, highly recommended.
Absolutely.
If you want to check it out, refusefilms.com. And yeah, we will be watching Eating Miss Campbell next. So we will see you guys next time for Eating Miss Campbell.